There's been a problem that I have personally noticed when it comes to survivors and outcome memories. Could it be John Rage Mode with his focus-themed abilities? Could it be that you're not getting enough interaction as a bystanding survivor? Or could it be that you're being tunneled? No. Hello everyone, my name is Roboy, and welcome to my executioner analysis, where I review my games to explain the thought process in order to help EXE and survivor mains look inward to make better decisions. Today's analysis video is going to be mostly for survivors from an EXE's perspective. This video is about what I consider the evilest thing that could prevent you from surviving against the EXE. You know what that is? Your teammates. Don't believe me? Well, then this video is perfect for you. Now, before I begin this video, I want to thank you all for the reception, support, and feedback for my latest video. It makes me truly happy that I have something to share with this community. Please leave a like. I'm hard at work making these kind of videos for you guys. I really want the community to grow, truly, especially with what's been going on lately. I feel like a way that I can provide that is to make some sort of sense about what happens during your games. That way you can make better decisions as both an EXE and a survivor. With that being said, if you are not subscribed, make sure to hit that sub button and leave a comment for more content. That way, I'm aware you enjoy the videos and would like more. Before we get into it, I want to ask you guys a question. Is there ever a time that it's not a good idea to play as a team? Your answer may be no immediately, but after this game today, you might want to reconsider. Remember, this video is meant for people who have a basic understanding of the game. If you didn't watch the first video, I suggest clicking the small box right here above my head. With that being said, let's snap some necks. It's quiet. Anyways, let's get right into it. So, we go in biz and we're already looking for people, right? Because that's the play. That's what we need to do. So I always go here because this little area, this is where people usually spawn. They spawn like over here, the little dead end over here, the dead end stairway up here, or right here, depending on how many players. Someone will always spawn there if you have 7. So before we go up there, let's look at our team that we're going against. So this team is a little different. Reason it's a little different is because we have Cream here now. Now I know what you're thinking. Do we target Cream? With this compilation of players? No. With these compilation characters? No. I'm going to explain to you why. So Cream is a healer who resets your progress as far as your damage. Like the damage you do to survivors, Cream is the one who can reset that, right? Only one character out of this entire roster of characters we have really benefits from that. Character is Eggman. Eggman is the only one who benefits from it. The way that we understand why Eggman is the only one who benefits out of these 3 is because we need to talk about these 3. Metal Sonic is self-explanatory. As we all know, Metal Sonic cannot be healed by Cream. The only way Metal Sonic can heal is by using his repair. Sonic and Amy, surely they benefit from it. They have health, right? Sonic's case is funny, because Sonic's case is that overhealth. So you have to tear through his overhealth in order to do actual damage to him. With that being said, Sonic technically can heal himself, aka activate his overhealth by being a good teammate, by stunning the killer. When he does that, he gets his health back. So Cream doesn't really, he can still stun on his own. He doesn't truly benefit from Cream. Obviously, 100% health is what you always want, but he is self-sufficient. Amy doesn't benefit from it because she technically can heal herself if she draws the right cards. She does benefit by, at least when she is healed by Cream, she can go back to 100%, where the Sun card caps her health at 75, but still she can heal herself. So an example of what I'm giving is if I'm chasing Cream, so Cream cannot heal anyone while I'm chasing her. Sonic can stun me to get his health back to protect her. Amy could roll the Sun to heal herself as well as others around her while Cream is being chosen to be captured. Eggman is the only character where once I hit him, the only way he is going to receive healing is by going to Cream. That is the only way he can receive health. So because of that, as long as whoever we get to, as long as we focus on that target, we're this is the target that needs to go right now in this chase. Essentially, we need to win chases. As long as we win chases, Cream cannot benefit from it. However, if she does make an appearance, we are going to have to deal with her because a healer is still a problem. It is still 100 health that she can heal for all three of these characters. With that being said, let's go find our targets. So immediately I notice Sonic to the left. I'm not worried about him because, again, this is the start of the game. I could get rid of his overhealth, but instead I want him to come try to save somebody. Why? Because when he stuns, his first stun of the game is technically his most useless stun of the game, because the only thing he benefits is wasting the killer's time, and that can range from 1 to 3 seconds depending on if he combos it, and he does not get his blue health because he already has his blue health at max. There is no benefit for him to stun anything except for to save someone. But what would be better in this situation would be to peel out, because if he noticed I wasn't going for him, I would have started to peel out right away. And when Amy walks out, I would have saved her. Now, I want to also mention in this game, the Sonic and Amy were a duo. I could notice because you'll see two plays that are very, very team oriented, or they're paying attention to each other oriented. That is something you need to pay attention to as the EXE. So something that these videos offer that I want to explain why I made this series or why it does is because every game is different. Every game has a different outcome, at least to my memory. Okay, I had to make the joke once. Essentially, what I am saying is that characters are one thing. Cream is a healer, Metal Sonic is stun, Sonic can do this, Amy can do that, Eggman can do whatever. It does not change the fact that the player is the one who controls the character. If the player is not good with the character, you need to be aware of that and you need to pay attention. You as an EXE, you need to capitalize on who the weakest link is. You need to realize, oh, you're the weakest link? Okay, you're not a threat to me. There is no problem with you. You also need to realize, oh, you're the weakest link, but will your team come to get you? An example, if there is a Cream who is genuinely in bad positions, she's in the middle of the map, she's not doing anything, she's barely healing anyone, right? If you're not thinking about it as a survivor, you would think, oh, I'm gonna protect Cream because Cream is the healer, she's our healer. But if Cream is not helping you, you're not benefiting from that. You are literally just wasting your own life. So remember that. As a killer, you need to pay attention to how these survivors play with each other. So I wanted to say that because I wanted to let y'all know I was observing the Amy and the Sonic. She smacks the hell out of me. I'm like, dang, man. That's a way to start. And what did I tell you? Instead of being somewhere hidden where I'm not aware of his presence, where he can save her if he wanted to, he is instead waiting here for Amy. Don't do that. A smart decision in that situation, he could have peeled out and scooped Amy and took her, and now they were gone and I had no invisibility to track them. The only thing left I would have had to been able to do is God's trickery. Remember that, survivors, and also killers, remember that too. That is why you need to pay attention. Pay attention if the people in your lobby are actually working together or not. So we go down here. They bait me a little bit because they make that right turn. This is my fault because I didn't realize I wasn't paying attention to my map knowledge and realized this is a dead end hallway. So Sonic does the spin dash. My job is I'm going to do my best to avoid it. Remember, he benefits nothing from hitting me with it except for wasting my time. And Amy only has one stun left, which is hammer throw. So we need to be able to dodge that in case Sonic misses, because if Sonic misses, Amy is probably going to panic and be like, I need to hit the EXE. So Sonic misses, Amy throws the hammer, just like I said. I need to find a way to keep this chase going and not get hit by Sonic. So I dodge Sonic again, I get a hit on Amy. I get another hit on Amy. I'm like, yes, Sonic is still here. He ran towards me. He did not run away and get into a position. He ran towards me. Do not do that if you are a Sonic main. You need to be in position to be able to get your peel out going. But remember, he can't peel out because he just used drop dash. Before this continues, I just want to say, this is the worst play I have ever done. This will probably make y'all laugh. Amy is at 19 health. She goes down in one hit. Sonic just used drop dash. There is no move that can save her except if he peels out and saves her, right? Keep that in mind. I'm going to use charge because I don't think Eggman or Metal Sonic is around. That's not a bad play. Charge will down Amy here. But I wanted to get some hits on Sonic to waste his blue health. So I start the charge and I hear the peel out sound effect. Why did I say this was the worst mistake I ever made? I confused it for drop dash because I got overstimulated. Oh my gosh. So guess what I do instead of choking her? So now I lost my one target. And remember what I said. This is bad because now that Amy is away, Cream could definitely heal her. And now all of that progress is for nothing. But remember, this is the first minute of the game. We still have time to gauge everyone and everyone's skill level. We are going to use my favorite move, God's Trickery. Why are we using God's Trickery instead of Invis to follow them? Well, one, peel out is fast. They're gone. Two, people mistake what God's Trickery is for. They believe God's Trickery, you get stunned coming out of it. That is true. God's Trickery is bad in the sense that you can get stunned coming out of it. Sure, it's good for finding people. People in tutorials will tell you, only use God's Trickery if you literally can't find anyone. No. I'm going to tell y'all something about God's Trickery and what I think it is. This is why I love this move and why I use it. The one thing I don't like about this move, obviously, is that it's random. Something good about this move is that it is not to find a survivor. It is a pressure tool. It is a tool to put pressure on the survivors. When you use God's Trickery, even though they can stun you, you are now immediately on a target with your invisibility cooldown. Regardless if you hit or not, regardless if you get countered, you are there. They will have a hard time finding you. You will find someone. That is better use of your time than going invis in this situation and trying to find someone, because Sonic and Amy are gone. That's going to take a long time before I get to them. So we use Trickery. And remember, if they are playing like a team, if Sonic and Amy are together, I would assume Cream would have to be with Metal Sonic or Eggman. If Cream is with Metal Sonic, then I can easily take care of Cream and I'll have invisibility to dodge Metal Sonic's stun. Sonic and Amy won't be there to protect them unless they are just all conveniently in the same place. Eggman, on the other hand, if I find him, that's even better because that means I can immediately put pressure on him and get that first down. But I would assume Eggman would be near Metal. So that is what I would want if it's not going for Sonic and Amy. Now, if it goes for Sonic and Amy, there's a little target here that I'm probably going to take care of and finish the job. Boom, Sonic and Amy. Let's get it. So I put some damage on Sonic here because, again, he does not have his spin dash. So I'm like, oh, why not? Let's go ahead and get that free damage and like hinder his progress. Now that I've hindered his progress, I'm thinking to myself, I don't have charge to confirm anything, so it's going to be a while if I start chasing him. And he'll have spin dash again. I can dodge it with invisibility, but there is a target over here that is already low on health. That is super low that we can get, who is isolated. So we're going to go for her. Now, this is when I notice it. See, Sonic is gone. He is gone. I'm like, yeah, we're going to go back. Cream mains. If you trust your team and you know that your team is going to protect you and they are there for you, in the beginning of the game, it does not hurt to just automatically start your heal. When you start your heal, it is a sound effect that everyone can essentially hear on the map if they are close enough for you. The only people who truly can find you faster than anyone is the EXE, because if he hears you and he's invis, he can see you through walls. And Amy, if she draws the world card. Besides those two characters, everyone else can listen and hear for you and go, this is where Cream is. So if you are ever lost and you technically need help, it is a gamble that you risk because you risk being targeted by the EXE. But if the EXE is preoccupied and not going for you, like they are not just some basic, oh, I gotta kill Cream. Oh, I gotta kill Cream because the YouTuber told me to. If they are not like that, that is a perfect time for you to drop a heal randomly, because now I'm already putting pressure. There is someone who is guaranteed to be down, and Sonic can find you, Metal Sonic can find you, and Eggman can find you and protect you in this time that I'm going for Amy. So you hear her. She's healing Sonic. Sonic was able to easily find her. I down Amy, and I hear them, so I'm going back. Metal Sonic started a stun. You should never do this as Metal Sonic. He doesn't know what cooldowns I have because he didn't see me go invisible. That means I can easily dodge his ability. But let me make things even crazier. Metal Sonic's not the only one who does something here. Sonic, why did you do that? Sonic, why did you do that? So now, both of them wasted their active stuns. The only character who has an active stun is Amy, who is downed. So now that they have both done that, who am I gonna go for? Ding, 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 ding. So now we're gonna go for Cream here. Amy gets picked up. Amy's obviously running because she's injured. We already get our 2 hits and get rid of Cheese. Again, no one can protect Cream in this situation. We're gonna have to go ahead and take care of her. Well, one character could. And I'm gonna give some advice. Let's talk about Eggman. You are not a team player. You do not need to play for the team. You actually benefit from getting to LMS and being the last person left. However, getting to LMS is more than just living. It is trying to set that up as much as possible. AKA, there are certain priority teammates you need to protect. In my opinion, those teammates are Cream, Metal Sonic, and Amy on rare occasions. But it is Cream and Metal Sonic. Metal Sonic, because he is your stunner, he heals faster when he's around you, and he only has 1 life. He benefits from you, you benefit from him. You need to be able to protect your baby when you can. Cream is the only character who can heal you to full really, really fast. You do not want her to die because the sooner she dies, the easier it will be for the EXE to down you. The Eggman will be nowhere to be found, by the way, for this part. I just want to let y'all know, spoiler alert. You would think he would be here, but no. So we down Cream. Boom, we down Cream, and immediately we go invis. We know Sonic's about to pick up Cream. We see the peel out animation. I un-invis. I'm putting pressure on Metal Sonic. Now the Metal Sonic stuns me. He puts me through a wall. This hurts. I'm like, man, I'm gonna get you, bruh. I'm gonna get you. So then I use Trickery. Remember why I said Trickery is important here. Trickery is important because most of the characters have their health. We've already downed Cream. We have already downed Amy. And those are the 2 most injured characters next to Metal Sonic. Sonic has not been injured, but he literally cannot heal. The only character who is benefiting from Cream healing is Amy. So with this God's Trickery, I am hoping that I get Eggman or Metal Sonic. Now here's something funny. As Sonic picked up Cream and Amy is gone, remember how I said it's always important to gauge how the players play? Sonic and Amy are probably a duo. That was my theory when this happened. If I find Sonic, who just took Cream, I will most likely find Amy because Sonic is there. I find Amy and Cream. Sonic's not here. I was like, oh, okay, well, this sucks. I didn't want either of you, but I guess I'll down whoever. I guess it'll probably be Amy. But as that happens, look at who's right here. Buddy, oh pal, you have not been downed yet. So I start putting immediate damage to Sonic. I'm like, yep, let's go ahead and get some damage. He's running into walls. He hits me with a spin dash. He misses the 3rd stun. So now we're gonna put some hurt on Sonic. Sonic is at 20 over health. A good advice that I would say is you would want to catch up to him and use charge so you can burn through his overhealth and put some damage in since he just used spin dash. I did not do that. That's something I wish I could have done. Again, this is an analysis video. I wanted this video to showcase how EXEs think and how different it can be. I could make better plays. And also, again, I do read your comments. I've read all of the criticism comments too. I am thankful that you guys have given me those comments because those comments help me to be a better player as well. So with that being said, I made a mistake and we're gonna try to fix it. So right here, I'm gonna get some hits in because I'm greedy. I immediately do invis, and I'm trying to put some belt to ass on Sonic. I'm trying to beat him. Boom. So I hit Sonic, and I've wasted his blue health. He only has 58 HP. I want to hit him again because he can't do anything. He can't stun me, but I don't want him to get too far. I also want him to be for LMS. I am thinking of all of those at the same time. So I get a hit here. And now I'm like, okay, it's time. Let's go get Sonic. Boom, easy, because he doesn't have his ability. Boom, he's out of here. Goodbye, buddy. Notice no one is here. Well, there's one character I've been waiting for, and he finally decided to reveal himself. And it was when Sonic went down. I immediately noticed him. That's my target. Everyone else has already been downed once. Nah, you gotta go. But Metal Sonic shows up. I have 3 minutes on the clock. I have barely received any rage. It's time to go for Metal. It's time to get some belt. It's time to get some damage on Metal. Now, my goal isn't fully to kill him, but I might as well, because again, he is at 60 HP. He did not heal. That is on him. So we need to go ahead and put our pressure on Metal. Sonic is still here. Why is he here? Since he wants to do that, that's on him. So again, I don't care. I just downed you. You are not a threat to me. You have no HP. If you want to die, you want to die. I hear Metal Sonic charging. I need to make sure his progress doesn't get, I need to make sure I don't cook his progress. So I'm making sure he doesn't have any more. He stuns me. I get rage and he dies. Dang. And Sonic decides to stun me. So remember how I said I read your comments and stuff? So he only stunned me once and messed up, and I have charge. The only thing he can do is peel out here. So what am I gonna do? Charge him and waste his health because he can't spin dash me and get health back. So we're gonna put some hurt on his progress. So if he even if he has spin dash, when like this is like when I'm this chase, I still have invis to block it. So I'm not worried about it. I can still block him. I can still kill him. But remember, my favorite move is here, God's Trickery. And I have Rage mode. I want to use God's Trickery to gamble on whose life is going to go. The reason being is because, again, I don't want any of these characters for LMS but Sonic. Amy in LMS is only scary because if she gets the right cards and the player is good, and this player was decent, not in this match. This match was an example, but a match prior, this player was really good. So as a survivor, like I was watching them, I was playing Knuckles, I was like, oh snap. So this survivor was really good. I did not want to trust her to get the right cards. Eggman, again, we know why we don't want him in Last Man. Cream, y'all have heard of the creepypastas, the Cream Last Man Standing. Y'all have seen what she's done to the devs. I don't want to get embarrassed either. I don't even want to know. Like that character scares me. So we're going to use God's Trickery. If it goes for Sonic, then I'm going to have to get Sonic. But I really hope it goes for Eggman because Eggman has gotten nothing. If it goes for Cream and Amy, I get rid of a healer. I get rid of one healer if it goes for them. So we use Trickery and immediately we end up on Eggman. Best gamble ever. Because if we used it on Sonic, we probably would have lost him because he used Peel Out immediately. But we found Eggman, that's good. So now that we found Eggman, he messes up because he doesn't do the dodge. Now it's time to put some damage on him. So I am worried about Barrier, but I'm not completely worried about Barrier. So we're gonna follow him. And immediately, y'all notice, Amy, Cream, and Sonic are together. Sonic benefits from this, so we could stop that progress and stop that healing, but Eggman has literally not been down. If we can go stop them in their progress, but that's gonna let him cook his master plan. I don't want his master plan to get cooked. So this is just gonna be a game we're gonna have to take. We're gonna have to let Sonic get healed, but remember he has no blue health. So because he has no blue health, we are still in the clear. Let's go get Eggman. So Eggman, I'm wondering about his parry. He's not doing it, so I'm like, okay, I'll just hit you. I want to force it out. So I get a swing on him. I'm like, okay. He already uses dash, so we can't run. So I use charge here. Not because I want to ensure a down. I use charge because I want to bait out the parry. I want to make sure I bait out the parry. Because if he gets the parry off on me, remember, he'll have his dash soon and he'll have his double jump. So he can still bait me. I'm thinking about that. I'm not thinking about what I immediately saw. I'm thinking about, okay, I know what this person has a potential of doing. So I immediately use charge and dodge it because again, I'm not using charge to get him. And then immediately, I'm like, I just need to get this hit. I get the luckiest hit imaginable. And by luck, it wasn't really luck, but it was luck in the sense that like, I just read where he was gonna go. I immediately pop rage because remember what I said. If these two are a duo and Cream doesn't want to be left alone, that means all three of them should be together or near each other. Two of them should be near each other. Notice, I pop it and nobody is over here. So they gotta be behind me. I look behind me and I see 3 circles. They were definitely near each other. We have 1 circle here, 1 circle here, 1 circle here. If I were to make my guess, I thought that this would be Sonic, who has spin dash, he's coming to save. This would be Amy, who is coming following behind. And I think this is Cream, who is running to stay out of sight so she doesn't get in trouble because I can't get to her right now from where she's at. That's what I would think is because that would be the most optimal, in my opinion, that would be the play. Unfortunately for them, you'll see that is not what happened. You'd be surprised. So I immediately notice where they're going. I see that 2 of them split off here. This one doesn't follow this one. And I'm a little confused. So I'm like, okay, this is Sonic and Amy coming to save Eggman. They're letting Cream be alone. So I'm like, okay, let's go ahead and get this. So I see Sonic. I'm like, okay, just like I said, Sonic would be the front one. I was completely right about that. Let's get it. Let's go get Sonic a little bit. Remember, he has spin dash, so he can get a little bit of health back, but he only has 80 HP because he didn't heal all the way full with Cream. So I miss him. Why? Why is Cream here? Cream main, you should know to never be in this position, ever. There is no reason for you to be here. You should not be here at all. I feel so bad for you. Like, no, the cute bunny rabbit, she's gonna die. I'm about to kill her. And where is Amy? Why is she alone? So I get a hit on Cream and I'm like, and Sonic misses his dash. Well, goodbye, Cream. It's been nice knowing you. Boom, Cream is gone. Sonic has 80 HP and Amy is nowhere to be found. And Eggman is still on the ground. I am going to try my best to hit Sonic because I want intel on Amy. I want Amy to be out of this game because I have rage and I don't want to waste my rage on 2 characters that are about low. I want to use my rage on someone who's at full. So I get a hit on Sonic on his, he had his blue health, so that's why that happened. I get a meaty hit on Sonic. Sonic is at 29 HP. Both of these characters are low health and we have a minute of rage. I want to use my rage to the max of capability. We need to down Amy. Why do we need to down Amy? Because right now we are faster than her no matter what card she draws. As well as if she has the sun, it will now take 3 hits to get her because the first hit will do half. Then she'll heal a little more in the chase. Then the second hit will do that other half, but then she still has like 3 HP left. So we need to get Amy. And Amy is right here. She misses her hammer flip, but she hits that cool hammer throw right there. Clip, just clipped me, just straight up clipped me. Remember how I mentioned, I said, these 2 have to be a duo? Check this play out. Peel out immediately for her. Good play, y'all. But that should have been there for the entire team. So now I am in a really bad position because I just wasted, like, I have no way to catch up to them. Eggman is gone and I need to do my best to keep up with them because remember, if I pop invisibility or my walls, I am very slow. So now we're following them and this is where map knowledge comes into play. We know they didn't go down the stairs, so they had to go this way down the stairs. So this is where map knowledge comes into play. This is where the little fence area at the bottom is and the spring that there's like 2 floors and the spring launches you across onto this little platform. So when we get to this part, I pop in, when we get to this part, I pop invisibility or walls. Why do I pop walls? 1, I have charge to cancel that so I can keep my momentum so I can be fast. 2, in the case that Sonic and Amy go this way, I will know that they go this way, as well as if they go this way, I can at least be prepared. I can prepare to be like, oh, okay, they're going to be on the right side, I can prepare to intercept them because this is a dead end. There's no way to go but this way. So if they were smart, they would go this way. I pop walls and immediately 3 circles. Boom, boom, bam. We already know who these two are. Where have you been the whole game? So now we're aware of who they are. Honestly, I should have scared him, but remember, we don't want Amy. We do not want to deal with Amy in this situation. So I start a charge and I do this to put pressure. I know I'm going to get stunned. I grab Amy. Immediately after I grab Amy. So the reason I didn't grab Sonic, even though I could have easily gotten rid of Sonic, is again, I would prefer Sonic to be the last man standing, especially on this map. Amy, on the other hand, yeah, I don't want her to be a last man. So I am going to make sure she is gone. And remember, she has 90 health. She has 91 health. So I want to put as much pressure on her as possible. She doesn't have the sun card, so that means 2 downs will get her out. Boom, 1. She gets a nice stun on me. I'm like, oh, okay. She misses the hammer. It's time for you to go, Amy. Yum, yum, yum. So now we have Eggman and Sonic. So there was a circle on the left and there's a circle on the right here. It's very dim, but it's right here. I want you guys to guess where they were going to be or who is where. I'm going to tell y'all what my thought process is mid-game because I remember exactly what I said. I believe that this over here was Sonic because remember how I said Eggman was skittish and standing off alone? I was like, this has to be Sonic and this has to be Eggman because Eggman wanted to sprint away and just get away. He didn't want to deal with it all. He wants to be the last man. So I'm getting prepared. I'm like, okay, Sonic's over here. Let's go to Eggman. It was Sonic. I have failed. Darn it. And now I only have about 2 minutes and 20 seconds to try to either A, kill Eggman, or B, kill Sonic to start a LMS. Because if I don't start an LMS, one of them is going to make it out. So I go this way, and I know Eggman and Sonic have to be over there. I mess up that jump. So right here. So something I want to say, because I forgot to mention this. When your time is at 1 second and you have invis for this, pop invis. Because even though it slows you down, when you come out of rage, you retain the speed. So I retain my speed. I'm looking. I only see 1 circle. Then I see a 2nd circle. I'm like, wow. Eggman must have really dipped far away from me. Well, let's go get him. So I'm like, okay, we're going to intercept him right here because we have map knowledge. But then I saw that blue flash that y'all saw, and I was like, damn, it's Sonic again. This dude is moving across the map. So again, we have no time left. It's time to leave it up to fate. Yes! Yes! So now it's time to get Eggman. We only have a limited amount of time to kill him and trigger his LMS. If we don't trigger his LMS, Sonic will definitely make it out. Sonic waste spin dash. You already know why that was a bad play. Dang. It's up. Sonic should have saved that for me on Eggman. And now we need to kill Eggman within 30 seconds. Boom. And we have now started Sonic's LMS. And he's starting his peel out because I saw him for a frame. Remember that whole system I told you guys in the last video about the rock, paper, scissors? So something I want to explain. I want to clear this up because I did get a lot of comments about it. And they were like, I don't explain. I don't understand. I don't think it's a good way to explain the LMS for rock, paper, scissors. So I'm going to explain where my thought process is so you understand. Rock, paper, scissors, gun is essentially you are the killer. The survivors have to react to you. You control the pace of the game. The survivor is not going to come willingly just look for you and try to stun you because you have a way to protect yourself. You have to make decisions to make them do stuff. What I was trying to convey is that if you do this option, Sonic can react with this option. However, The option that quote unquote wins the game, aka Sonic literally cannot run from you, is if you find him first. That is gun. You win in the sense that Sonic literally, realistically, should not be able to be lost. Like, you should not be able to lose Sonic. Once you set your sight on him with all of your cooldowns, you should not lose sight of him. Unfortunately, I am not in that position where I win. Why? Because remember, I used trickery on Eggman. I got 19 seconds on it. So once he peels out, I have to use raw map knowledge plus invisibility to find him. So I get a hit on him, thankfully. That means he has no more blue health. And he runs off. I immediately go invis, and I'm following. I'm trying my best because I remember how this map is. He busts a fat right. So I'm like, okay, I know where this is going. He's going this way. I want to just see him through the walls to make sure I can try to meet him. What I forget with my map knowledge is that this is a dead end. The only way to get over here is to go up the stairs behind me that I just left over this way, or to follow him, take the long way, and I could possibly risk losing him. I instead, because I am aware of the circumstance and how much overhealth he does have, I am going to do the one thing that people will tell you not to do as the EXE. Why am I doing this? Because Sonic had used drop dash when I was chasing Eggman, remember? So I assumed he didn't have his cooldown. He probably has drop dash now, but I assume he doesn't have it. So I do the one thing, and that one thing is I just teleport through the wall. So now, because he did not stun me, either A, he doesn't know that he could stun me here, or B, he does not have drop dash right now. So that means the only way I'm gonna be able to dodge drop dash is by using charge. So now we're gonna chase Sonic, and we're gonna try to win this. Like I said, now that we have God's Trickery, this makes it even harder for him. Because if he uses drop dash, we can use God's Trickery to instead dodge it. So I get a hit on him. Yep, he doesn't have it. He then uses drop dash. I don't want to have use charge, and I'm in a really bad position because he's right in front of me. I cannot dodge this unless I use the move that I just got back. So now he ends up hitting me because that move lasts 50 years. He hits me for 2. Sonic is in a bad position here. He just used peel out, so he doesn't have it. And even if he gains it back, charge will eat his blue health alive. And he is being choked at 42. That means he will probably die to charge. And just like that, we ate through charge. And again, Sonic has been gone. Goodbye.
It's a shame you didn't live up what you boasted of yourself.
And just like that, we won the game. So I want to leave this in because I want to show you guys the danger time. Just so y'all understand the situation and how we narrated and how different it looks. Because if you look at it carefully, I didn't feel like we were on Sonic a lot, but then I realized we were in the middle of the game. And that was because we left them alive. Oink, oink, I'm a piggy. Thank you guys for watching and all of the support. It's so great to go over this game, mainly because I have a lot of fun as a Sonic fan and an old Dead by Daylight fan. I'm hoping to make more videos soon, including a discussion video about a certain survivor. Again, don't forget to hit that subscribe button as I have more videos in production involving outcome memories and other games. Have a wonderful day, and let's try to push to 5,000 subscribers. You know what that means. Send me to everyone who like or needs these videos. Bye!